We've been taking turns suggesting things to do. I took him to the symphony. He took me antique shopping.
Oh, did you buy anything?
No, but he gave me an education on antique nautical equipment. He's an interesting guy, Amy.
Hey, guys, aren't y'all gonna be late for school?
We're leaving. We're just getting something to eat.
How about coffee cake?
Oh, no thanks. Jason's training out for the wrestling team.
Yeah, Kelly's helped me keep my weight down.
So, Renee, you got a new boyfriend?
He's not my boyfriend. He's the doctor who treated your mother for the bee sting.
That was brutal, huh? I'm allergic to blueberries and goat cheese.
Yeah, well, then you're safe at this house.
We should go.
All right, see you later, Miss Sims, Miss Jackson.
Bye.
They've been seeing a lot of each other, huh?
Only every day, twice on the weekends, and phone calls in between.
He behaving himself? No more DUIs?
Well, so far, I think he knows he's skating on thin ice. So what happens next with you and Clay?
I'm taking him dancing tonight. What was I thinking?
Hi, you're a great dancer.
Not me, him. What if he's got, you know, the white guy overbite?
Oh, come on. What if he can't dance? I mean, how important is that compared to other things like changing the oil and taking the trash out, stuff like that?
It's important. You can tell how a man is going to make love by the way he dances.
So what, if he's not a good dancer, you're gonna dump him?
Depends on how bad.
Oh, look, Jason forgot his jacket.
And his condom.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. Then my wild, beautiful bird, you will have flown. It isn't now. I'll be gone alone.
Me, breathe deeply.
I'm totally calm. What do you think, I'm gonna drive over to the school and yank her out of class and lock her in her room?
Just as long as you're considering other options.
Morning, Renee.
Morning. I'm going to go now. Call me later. Breathe.
What's she in such a hurry about? I brushed my teeth.
That fell out of Jason's jacket.
All right, I'm gonna take him right over to school.
Now call your weight. There's another way to handle this.
Damn straight, but I'll need my gun.
He's not a sexual predator. He's just a normal teenager.
I don't care. I don't want him getting normal with my daughter.
Collier, she's 16. We knew this was gonna come up.
How do you suggest we handle this?
Let me talk to her. And if that doesn't work, you can get your gun and deal with Jason.
She was constantly being teased by her classmates, and you know how cruel teenagers can be. Not that I can blame them. You should have seen her nose before the operation.
It was pretty bad. Really big with a bump.
She got it from her father, God rest his soul. Anyway, Dr. Chirico came with degrees and recommendations, but he's completely incompetent.
A week after I had it done, the roof of my mouth started hurting, like when you burn it with a slice of pizza.
How long ago was the operation?
6 weeks ago, I had to take off 2 days of work and shell out $3,500 only to get a new set of problems.
And what did Dr. Chirico say when you told him about the pain?
He said it was psychosomatic. He wouldn't admit he screwed up.
It's not in my head. It really hurts.
We've been to 3 other doctors. They think he may have damaged a nerve or something. Our insurance won't cover a dime of this. It's clearly malpractice.
Well, I'll need another surgeon to review Paige's medical records before I can make that determination.
Fine. I'll get them to you today. Come on, Paige, honey. This butcher doesn't know who he's dealing with.
The important thing is to get you out of pain.
Thank you.
She's going to be beautiful, in spite of all this.
Hey, ugly.
Shut up, Tully. Let's just get our ice cream and take it back to Port Dixie.
Hey, Mary Elizabeth.
Hey, Collier.
Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Who is that?
It's Tully's cousin from Florida. His mom's making him play with her.
Look, it's snowing down south.
Yeah, it's snowing down south.
What's wrong with her? Nobody likes her, and she's got cooties bad.
And she weighs half a ton.
You should talk, Tubbalard.
She's almost as ugly as you, Brian.
Come on, Tully, let's ditch her.
Run for your life! sorry for that Agnes. Glad I'm not her.
We can play with it if you want.
No way. She's got cooties.
It's not a real disease. I mean, you can't catch anything.
I know, but she's still weird.
Tully sure is mean to her, and she's his flesh and blood.
Haven't seen him have that much fun picking on someone since Bobby got the chicken pox.
If other kids liked Agnes, he couldn't pick on her so much. Boy, would he hate that.
Nobody's gonna like her as long as she wears those retard shoes.
And those eyeglasses, they are not very flattering.
We could give her a bunch of advice so she wouldn't be so cootified.
Mama says you can't give advice to people when they don't ask for it. I know. We could give her a makeover like they have in the magazines. Before and after.
Yeah! After we get through with Agnes, she could practically be a movie star.
Where's Lakeisha?
Didn't I mention she called in sick? Make sure you tell her to rip her mailing address off her magazines. You should never let people know where you live.
No, you should never let people know where you live.
Very unkind. What are you working on?
Malpractice case. 16-year-old girl has some rhinoplasty done. By the looks of her records, doctors really did a number on her.
Oh, bad nose job. There's nothing worse. See, I like big noses. They're very sensual.
She's also had breast augmentation and collagen treatments in her lips, which they neglected to mention.
I'm 16 years old. What is this doctor thinking?
What's her mother thinking? Do you know that anyone with a medical degree can do cosmetic surgery? They don't even have to be board certified.
You mean I could have been earning the big bucks this whole time?
These doctors, so long as they have the parents' permission, they're not doing anything illegal.
Not every doctor has the highest ethical standards, okay? Kind of like your profession.
Excuse me?
Come on, can we dance now, or you want to keep talking shop?
Sure.
Hey. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You were supposed to laugh. This was a test. You get 10 points for politeness, but you lose 2 for no sense of humor.
I should get 50 points for not walking out the door.
What are you doing in there? I'll be right out. Been in here 45 minutes. Are you sick?
No.
Kim? What the heck are you doing?
Shaving my arms.
Well, don't do that. It'll grow back twice as thick and twice as long. I need to talk to you. Jason left one of his condoms here this morning. I thought you said you two weren't having sex.
Or not.
Then why does he have condoms?
He wanted to do it a few weeks ago. I said no. Maybe you got some then. I don't know.
Kelly, wait. Come here.
Mom,
Kelly, don't leave till we finish this conversation. If Jason is pressuring you to have sex, I don't think you should be going out with him.
he's not pressuring me. I told him I don't want to lose my virginity. He respects that.
How long is he going to respect that?
Mom, why are you doing this? Don't you trust me? I mean, we've talked about AIDS, about pregnancy, about everything.
This is not just about diseases, Kel. If you have sex before you are ready, without love and commitment, you can really get hurt. Waiting for marriage is not a punishment. It's just protecting your heart.
You didn't wait.
And I got pregnant. You know how traumatic that was? I don't want you to have to go through that.
I'm not going to, okay?
I was just changing my shirt.
Next time, why don't you plant a microphone?
I'm concerned that Paige has had other cosmetic procedures aside from the rhinoplasty.
Concerned about how that might impact our case?
No, I'm concerned about her. She's only 16 years old and isn't finished developing yet.
How's that any of your business?
Can I explain? I was really flat. Mom was originally the same bra size, so we figured I wasn't going to develop much more. It sucked.
She was practically asocial, and now she gets invited places, and she started dating. She's finally happy.
I spoke to Dr. Chirico. He tells me that you've had a consultation for liposuction.
That's right. Paige has fat deposits in places that no amount of dieting is going to get rid of.
Liposuction, that's a serious medical procedure. Are you telling me that you'd risk more pain, more complications?
Don't play dumb with me, Miss Jackson. It's obvious you take a lot of care about how you look. And why? Because you know how the world works, how much easier it is if you're a good-looking person. So don't tell me what you do is okay, but what Paige does isn't.
When I get ready in the morning, I don't have to worry about nerve damage.
I still don't see what any of this has to do with why we hired you.
You haven't hired me yet. And when I'm considering a malpractice suit and my client goes heading off for more unnecessary surgery, I start to get nervous.
Well, there's one thing in this world I know. It's not to hire a nervous attorney. I'll take those records, Miss Jackson. We'll be finding someone else.
What was that all about?
I just got fired.
That's all? Come on, I'll buy you a martini, cheer you up with some of my getting fired stories, huh?
It isn't getting fired that bothers me. I'm worried about that girl. Her mother is trying to turn her into some kind of Barbie doll.
It's too bad.
That's too bad? That's supposed to cheer me up?
They fired you. It's like breaking up. The relationship's over. There's nothing you can do about it.
I was thinking about reporting her to the child welfare people. That woman doesn't know the first thing about parenting.
It's getting close to violating privilege.
I know, but I was never going to represent the mother, only the daughter. I have to take the risk.
And if the girl gets taken away from the mother, she's going to have a better life?
That's a good question. But what if something else happens to her? I've got to call someone with some expertise on how to handle this. They're sending someone over to investigate. I had to say I suspected abuse without giving away any of the details of her medical record. Talk about cutting it close.
We did the absolute right thing for that girl. Thank God Kelly has a good self-image.
Have you guys confronted her about the condom thing yet?
Yeah, we had a good talk, very honest. Kelly has a very good head on her shoulders.
Things sure have changed since you and Collie were kids. Can you imagine telling your mother the truth?
You think she's lying to me?
No, that's not what I meant.
What, you think she's just trying to get me off her back?
Emmy, stop.
I know one place where she tells the whole truth. Come on.
Don't do this, Emmy.
Aren't you the pot calling the kettle black? Who was it just called Children's Services?
Yes, for a mother who's abusing her daughter.
I'm protecting my daughter.
I am going home.
Hey, do you have a 16-year-old daughter? Then just get off your high horse, would you? Pay dirt. Ha-ha. Do you have a fingernail file?
No, I do not.
Well, give me that bobby pin right there.
You are shameless. How do you expect her to trust you?
You'll never know.
I don't believe you. I am not listening to this.
Fine. Tracy says Don wants her to go to Atlanta. They've been going there for 6 months, and he's sick of waiting. If she won't go, he might break up with her.
What's so great about Atlanta?
I don't know. They do a glee club trip there every year.
I'm bending my ethics for this measly payoff?
That happens with Jason. She said to tell him that I'd go down to Baton Rouge. That might satisfy him. These kids have a real travel bug, don't they?
What's in Baton Rouge?
Crawfish. She never mentioned going there.
I think it's just a figure of speech. She's writing in code.
Why?
One guess.
All right. If Tracy's boyfriend wants her to go to Atlanta and he's going to break up with her if she doesn't go, Atlanta is sex.
I think sex is more like Kathmandu. Atlanta's like getting your nails
Would you
done.
please stop it? I'm having heart palpitations here and you're being poetic. Now, if Atlanta is sex, then what is Baton Rouge?
It means red stick in French.
Red stick.
Red stick.
Red stick.
Tracy's telling her that if Jason wants to have sex with her and he can't wait, that she can still hold on to him by going down to Baton Rouge.
Oh, my God. She's thinking about having oral sex.
And a friend is telling her it really isn't sex. You know what girls can convince themselves of when they get together?
You said we were gonna play. We are playing. This game's called Makeover, and you're it.
How come you're wearing cootie protection?
We always wear it, just in case. Now, the first thing you're gonna have to do is stop eating so much candy.
My Butterfinger.
What should we do first, the haircut or the clothes?
No, you ain't cutting my hair.
Now that side's a little higher.
I ain't playing no more. You aren't playing. Ain't isn't a word, Agnes.
What are you so worried about? It's just hair. It grows back.
I have to go home.
Let's go to my house. We can have a snack there.
Can I stop now? I feel sick.
10 minutes. That's good. My mom can only do it for 7. What is that?
My slip. You better take it off, Agnes. I can't. My mom won't let me.
Agnes, come on. Hand it over.
You can have your snack now. Carrots and raisins.
Why do you always wear those shoes?
I ain't got any others.
You don't have any others. Teresa just got a new pair of penny loafers. Bet she'd love to loan them to you.
Y'all want onions with this salad?
Only if it's the red kind.
Just give me some time, okay? I need to figure out a way to bring it up without admitting I looked in her diary.
Just make it hypothetical.
How? Hypothetically, Kelly, we were wondering if you were planning on going to Baton Rouge.
I'm telling you, Mary Elizabeth, if you don't say it, I will.
Kelly, your dad and I were talking about the situation with Jason.
What situation with Jason?
Well, we hope you're not being pressured into something.
Sex covers a broad spectrum, you know.
I already told Mom I'm not having sex. Why do you have to keep torturing me about it?
Well, you may not realize it, but boys talk. They exaggerate. You kiss one, he's telling his friend he's got the third base.
What is third base anyway? Heavy petting?
No one calls it petting anymore unless it's a dog.
What base is oral sex?
There is no base for oral sex. It's the same as hitting a home run.
What your dad is trying to say is that oral sex is every bit as intimate as intercourse, and you can even get a lot of the same diseases doing it. The only difference is you can't get pregnant.
Fine, is the lecture over?
It's not a lecture, it's just a conversation. I read a magazine article the other day that most teens don't think that oral sex is sex.
Not just teenagers. Don't you watch the news?
It's called oral sex, not oral baseball, not oral hygiene, not oral Roberts.
I'm not doing any of it, all right? And, you know, comparing sex to baseball is really retarded.
If you don't feel better in the morning, just stay home. Don't argue with me, Lakeisha. You're welcome.
How dare you call those people on me?
I was worried about Paige. I felt obligated to make that call.
I came to you in confidence, and you turned me in like a criminal, some kind of child abuser.
I was looking out for Paige's welfare from the start, not yours.
Paige's welfare? Those people came over, went through the house, and got her hysterical. They said there's going to be some kind of hearing and that you're involved?
They've asked me to be her guardian ad litem. It's just an advisory role to help the court decide what's best for Paige.
And what do you know about raising kids? What would you do, Ms. Jackson, if your daughter came home every day crying because classmates used her weakness as their favorite joke?
I don't know. But I wouldn't keep sending her to a surgeon to get her self-esteem.
Stay out of our business. And don't you dare turn my daughter against me.
I thought she was going to hit me. The woman is dangerous.
Well, you did the right thing having her checked out. So tell me, what can I do to help?
Nothing. You can sit down and relax.
Come on, I can slice, dice, chop. I'm a walking Cuisinart.
Here, quarter in slices. Knock yourself out.
Okay. Ah!
What did you do?
Ooh. Look at that.
What? It's nothing.
You know what I like about you?
What?
You're not afraid to go out with me 2 nights in a row and make plans for later in the week. Doesn't even make you nervous.
Nervous about what?
That I'm going to think you're too available. You're not seeing anyone else.
I'm not seeing anyone else.
Then I guess you're not nervous.
Are you?
What, nervous or seeing anyone else?
Neither.
No, neither. I'm glad we got that out of the way.
I wonder who that could be.
Oh, probably some kids selling candy for school. They got me twice last week.
Bill.
Hi. I didn't want to call because I thought you might hang up on me. Look, Renee, I really need to talk to you. I've been thinking about what happened, and
If it's chocolate, I'll take 2.
This is kind of a bad time.
Do you have a sharper knife? Hi.
Clay, this is Bill Moody. Bill, Clay Mitchell.
nice to meet you. You're busy. I'll call you sometime.
All right. Good night. See the look on his face when he saw Clay come out with the butcher knife?
Well, it serves him right showing up out of the blue. What did he want?
I don't know. He said he'd call.
How you feel about that?
Aside from the knot in my stomach, it's like opening up a wound. It was healing up just fine until last night.
I bet you looked great too, didn't you?
I was wearing that new silk outfit with the earrings you gave me and leopard pumps.
Perfect. But you always look great. I don't know how you have the energy.
Habit. It's amazing the lengths we go through, the time and the money we spend.
And it starts so early, too. I remember you 10 years old, sitting in front of that old vanity.
Got worse in college. I almost starved myself to death trying to hold on to that size 6. If I could have back all the hours I have spent primping, trying to look good.
What would you do with them?
Go shopping.
What time's the movie over?
Around 9, but they were going for pizza after.
She better know the whole plot of that movie. Remember when you used to tell your mother we're going to the movies and we'd go out to Route 78 and park?
We were only 15 the first time we went to Baton Rouge. You're younger than Kelly. We're such hypocrites.
No, we're not. We're in love.
They think they're in love, too.
He's a snake.
Look, if it'll make you feel better, I'll call his parents and talk to them.
That's a good idea.
Kelly's gonna do whatever she wants anyway. I mean, we've done all we can. What we need to do now is just leave the door open so she feels like she can talk to us no matter what.
Look at me. I'm an open door.
And when she does start having sex, when she's 35, we'll be glad about those condoms. Now, you coming to bed?
No, I think I'll go downstairs and wait for Kelly. See how that movie turned out. Or just wait till tomorrow.
We're here today to determine if Paige Thornburg is living in an abusive household. Mrs. Thornburg, do you have counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Albert Coslow, Your Honor.
I see we have Miss Tolan representing the Department of Human Resources today and Ms. Jackson acting as guardian ad litem. Ms. Jackson, after both sides make their cases to the court, you may present your determination as to what is in the best interest of this child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Dr. Hoffman, you've been the staff psychologist at DHR for the last 9 years. Can you tell me, how does it affect a child when the parent constantly derides how a child looks?
It creates low self-esteem, self-hatred even.
In your opinion, is cosmetic surgery an appropriate remedy for that?
Surgery can be a quick fix, but it doesn't solve the underlying problem. There's also the problem of its permanence. A teenager's feelings about her body change as fast as her body changes.
After speaking to Paige Thornburg, what is your opinion of her mental state?
She's depressed, lacks confidence.
This lady is such a loser. So what if I'm depressed? Everyone I know is.
She's so eager for approval, she's willing to undergo quite a lot of physical pain in order to get it.
Is my mom gonna talk?
Most likely.
Are these symptoms indicative of a child who's been subjected to emotional abuse?
I would say so, yes.
She better not say anything dumb.
I think you'll probably go first.
Miss Thornburg, how did you look before your surgery?
I was ugly.
And now how do you see yourself?
I look better. It was a good thing.
You consulted an attorney, Miss Jackson, about a medical malpractice suit regarding a rhinoplasty operation.
Objection. That falls under attorney-client privilege.
Overruled, those records have been excluded from this evidentiary hearing. She may talk about generalities.
How much pain are you in?
It's better now. Mom got me some pain pills.
Is she the one who suggested that you have surgery to improve your appearance?
No, it was my idea. She just took me to the doctors and paid for it.
And after the surgery, what was her reaction?
She said I looked much better. I think she was relieved.
Thank you, Paige.
Mr. Coslow?
Tell me, Paige, why did you choose to undergo surgery?
There's a lot of pressure at my school to look a certain way. I didn't fit in.
Do you fit in now?
More?
Has your mother ever abused you in any way?
No, never.
Do you want to stay with her or go live with relatives until you reach the age of majority?
Stay with her. She's a good mother.
Thank you.
Let's take a recess for lunch. Parties will return to this courtroom at 2 p.m. sharp.
I know this is hard for you, and I'm sorry you have to go through it.
No, you're not. You're the one who made it happen.
I didn't make this happen. If something wasn't wrong, we wouldn't be here today.
What's wrong is that some doctor screwed me up. That's what started this whole thing.
Paige, this started long before you had the operation.
Yeah, right. You think my mother started it. She wasn't the one who called me ugly.
Who was it?
Some guys after school. They followed me home on their bikes. They threw rocks at me. After that, when I looked in the mirror, I knew they were right.
It's a lie, you know. There's nothing ugly about you.
That's what the shrink tried to tell me. Dad says only losers need shrinks.
Were you close to your dad?
Until Mom divorced him. Then he moved to England with his girlfriend. He died last year.
I'm so sorry. You've had a lot of serious things going on in your life. You know, I think it might be helpful if you had someone to talk to about all this.
Why don't you all just leave me alone?
Why don't we see how nice you look without your glasses?
No, I need them.
I'm sure you can see just fine without them on.
These shoes are a little big.
Well, we can put something in the ends, like newspaper. Here, crumple it up and stuff it in the toes. More raisins, Agnes?
I guess so. They kind of hurt my stomach.
When are we gonna take her outside and teach her how to throw a baseball?
Nah, don't play sports. It's too dangerous.
See, we're not making her into a tomboy. It's a makeover. What's wrong with tomboys? We're not boys. We're supposed to be pretty. You're a priss, Renee Jackson. No, I am not. And you better go home, Mary Elizabeth O'Brien. Agnes? Agnes? Agnes. What are you doing, Agnes?
Going home. I don't like fighting.
That's the coat closet. Come on, please don't leave. We'll stop fighting, honest.
Okay. You can both be my friend. Raisins, please. Carrot, please.
Sure thing, Agnes. Agnes sounds like an old lady. You need a better name. How about Alexandra? Too long. Hazel? Too Hazley. Something pretty. Like what?
What about Grace Kelly?
You can't be Grace Kelly. There already is one. She could be Kelly Grace. That sounds good. Introducing the magnificent Kelly Grace.
Dun, dun, dun. So what's next, Renee?
I think you're done.
No, I'm not. I don't want to stop playing.
Well, the game's not over, Agnes. Kelly, we've still got one more thing to do. Meet us tomorrow at the soda fountain.
I ain't going back there. I don't like those kids.
Well, don't you want them to see your new look? How are you going to get your present?
What present? You have to meet us and you'll see.
I got you.
I can't go home. Teresa's going to kill me over those shoes. They probably stink. Don't let Agnes come back. She'll blow our house down. Hi, Kelly. You missed your present today. We were gonna buy you an ice cream.
Here's your shoes. I took the newspaper out. Got a little damp.
Well, see ya. Where you going?
Back to Florida. My mama got in a fight with Tully's mama. That's her sister. About how to cook red beans and rice.
Well, at least you don't have to see Tully anymore.
He's all right. He said you were fair weather friends.
That's a lie. When you come back, we'll take you down to the swimming hole.
Okay, Just don't give me any more raisins. They give me gas.
Sure thing, Kelly.
You can call me Agnes. That's my name. Thanks for playing with me. I had fun. Well, bye-bye now.
See you next time. Bye.
Hello? Clay, where are you? I thought you said 7 o'clock. That's right, Paige Thornburg. Oh, my God. I'll be right there.
I was just leaving to meet you when I heard them check her in. I recognized her name.
How did she do it?
Should a whole bottle of painkillers.
Is she going to be able to pull through this?
Probably. We got it out of her stomach in time.
Mrs. Thornburg, I'm very sorry.
I got home from work and I found her. She left a note. It said 3 years was too long.
Well, she's past the biggest hurdle now. You can stay in her room tonight.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. She was so miserable. I just wanted her to be happy. Like a normal child.
Her blood pressure's almost normal. It's a waiting game now.
Then I guess I'm waiting. I thought it was her mother.
You couldn't have known. How'd it go with Bill last night?
He wants to give it another try.
What do you want?
I don't know.
If I hadn't asked, would you have brought it up?
Until I sort this out, it just didn't feel fair to involve you in this process.
I really like you, but I don't like having to guess where I stand. When you decide what you want to do, call me, okay?
Okay.
Hey, honey, would you make me a cup of coffee?
It's 6:30. You're gonna be up all night.
No, I gotta go to work in half an hour. I almost fell asleep on the job last night.
Why don't you quit? Even Sparky can't figure out why you want to be a security guard.
Because we need the money.
Get another job. Something normal.
Name one that would let me write. I finished 3 chapters last month. I can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel. Hello, that's fine. How do you do?
Hi.
Hold on. What's going on with you?
Thanks to you, I broke up with Jason today.
Well, I'm sorry, honey. I can only imagine how you must feel. And I know you're going to want to kill me for saying this, but I think you deserve to be treated better.
Would you rather we hadn't told you what he was doing?
I'd rather Tracy or someone else tell me than have my father give my boyfriend the 3rd degree. He told everyone what you did.
We were only trying to protect you.
What am I supposed to say? Thanks for running my life?
That'd be a good start.
You know, I'm glad I found out. I just wish I never even met him.
Well, don't beat yourself up. Do something positive, like writing. It's very cathartic.
I know.
Did you put her diary back?
Of course.
Did you lock it?
I think so.
You think so?
Present.
Thank you. What did I do?
Guilt offering. I still feel bad about the other night.
Chocolates.
Bad enough to let me ask you a personal question?
Maybe?
Why'd you decide not to marry him?
What makes you think it was my decision?
He didn't look like that big of an idiot.
He's that big of an idiot.
I'm sorry. With an asterisk. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm not sorry you're free. I have a hard time seeing you with a cop.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I could never see myself with a cop.
What I meant was, what's your story on marriage?
I've gotten close a couple times, engaged, living together. Never the whole enchilada.
What happened?
Well, the first time was with a woman I met during my residency. You don't want to hear this.
Yes, I do. It's interesting.
Not as interesting as your story. Did you ever find out what Bill Moody wanted the other night?
No, he wants to get together and talk.
I can tell you what he's going to say. I'm an idiot, and I want you back.
We should eat up. I need to get back to court soon.
Mrs. Thornburg, whose idea was it for Paige to undergo the surgery?
Hers. She saw an ad in a magazine and did some research on the internet. I took her to 3 doctors for consultations before I agreed to let her go through with it.
How do you feel about the pain she's in as a result of the surgery?
If I had known beforehand this would happen, I never would have allowed her to go through with it. I love my daughter. I would never let her be hurt.
Thank you.
Mrs. Thornburg, you love Paige so much that you wouldn't have allowed her to go through the surgery had you known about the pain. Yet you're encouraging her to go through another procedure? That doesn't make sense.
This is so boring. When's it gonna be over?
Paige, this is very serious. Don't you care what happens here today?
I can always go live with Aunt Delia. She'll let me do what I want.
Have you ever told your daughter that she's ugly?
Never. I told her she could be popular, rich, beautiful, whatever she wanted to be.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Jackson, based on what you've learned as guardian ad litem, what is your opinion as to the best interest of Paige Thornburg?
Your Honor, first of all, I'd like to say that I don't blame this young girl for wanting to look as good as she can. I'm guilty of the same thing we're talking about here today. But there is a question of degree and of risk. Surgery is permanent, and it always involves risk. After today, I'm not sure who initiated this drastic course of action, mother or daughter, but I believe that it should stop until Paige is mature enough to make informed decisions for herself. Your Honor, rather than take her out of her home, please consider an injunction preventing her from any further cosmetic surgery while she's a minor. Thank you.
Is that so? Well, we were just concerned. Yes. Thank you so much for your time. Bye now.
What'd she say?
Well, Jason's mother isn't all that interested in his sexual activities. She said, well, you know, boys will be boys. They're just a bundle of hormones.
Well, just because a boy has hormones doesn't give him the right to unleash them on my daughter.
I'm going to remind you of that when Davis's hormones kick into high gear and you're cheering him on.
Hello, we're home.
Hey! You're home early. So, hey, where are you going?
I'm helping Jason go over his lines.
How about a snack first? Come on, Jason. I'll show you how to make my special protein drink. It's great for wrestlers.
So, hey, Cal, why don't you tell me about that play you're doing?
Kelly tells me your acting is really something, on and off the stage.
What do you mean?
That you got the power of persuasion, gift of gab. You want to tell me about this, son? Left it here a couple days ago.
My friend Jack gave me some to hold so his parents wouldn't find him.
You want to cut the crap and give it to me straight?
I'm not doing anything with Kelly. I'm telling you, I promise.
You know what promises buy? Nothing. Zilch. How much money do you make?
A little from part-time jobs plus my allowance.
An allowance? Allowance doesn't support a family. Allowance doesn't pay the rent. Allowance doesn't put dinner on the table. You catch my drift, son?
I don't think so.
If you are having sex, then you better be prepared to be a father, take care of a family. You ready to do that, Jason?
No, sir.
You ready to drop out of school and get a full-time job? What kind of job would that be? Flipping burgers, washing cars?
What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell me why you're carrying these around. You got some other girl who'll do what Kelly won't.
You alone?
Just me and Buddy. Come on in. Can I get you a cup of coffee or something?
No, I won't stay that long.
How have you been?
Fine. Tired.
Job taking its toll, huh?
I'll get right to the point, Renee. Letting you go was the biggest mistake in my life. There was a lot going on back then. I was on overload. I wasn't thinking straight. I wasn't willing to compromise. I blew it.
Is this an apology?
No. I'm asking you to think about giving me another chance.
Chance at what?
I want to work things out between us, Renee. Please. Think about it.
McDonald's? What happened?
Bill just left my house. He wants to get back together.
Did you tell him to go to hell?
Oh, but I sure wanted to. I said I'd think about it.
Think about it? What's to think about? The man has a fantasy that the relationships are easy. The minute it gets hard, he jumps ship.
And right about now, I'd like to drown him.
Atta girl.
He admitted how wrong he was. He's willing to change.
Change takes time. You couldn't get out of bed last time he was through with you. Do you want to go through that again?
No, I don't, but we did have some incredible times together.
You ready to give up the idea of having kids?
No. He said he was willing to reconsider that.
Do you still love him?
I don't know.
What about Clay? You gonna give all that up just 'cause Bill's come running back?
No. No, I'm not. There are no guarantees here, Emmy. You don't get presented with choices and automatically know how they're going to turn out. You just show up and do the best you can with the information that you've got.
You're such a lawyer.
First off, I'd like to thank Ms. Jackson for bringing this matter to the court's attention. Taking a child out of her home is a drastic measure, and if other solutions exist, I always prefer them. In this case, Mrs. Thornburg, do you agree to abide by my ruling that no further surgical procedures be performed on your daughter until she reaches the age of majority?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you, Miss Thornburg, agree to wait those 3 years to do any further surgeries?
Yes, sir.
And I will allow you to remain in your home, provided both of you agree to counseling.
What if she chickens out? She won't. Kelly's gonna be mad as a hornet's nest when he sees how popular we've made her.
Where have you guys been?
Busy with some projects.
Like playing with Agnes? Because they're losers.
She likes to be called Kelly, and she's a very nice girl. We're even buying her an ice cream today.
I hope you have enough money. She eats everything in sight.
There she was, just walking down the street singing. Snapping her fingers and shuffling her feet singing. She looked good, she looked fine.
Cut the cheese. Agnes! Agnes, cut the cheese!
Get away from me, Cootie!
He's been great, considerate, attentive.
So far.
What does that mean?
Hey, I'm glad you can forgive him. I don't know if I have.
It'll be different this time. I'm stepping out on faith.
Well, watch your step. It's my job to worry about the men in your life.
You added that to your job description without my approval. We'll be fine. I hope.
Hey, Bill owes you some favors, doesn't he? You think he could send over a cop car, stake my house out for the next couple of nights?
What did Kelly do this time?
Nothing, nothing. You know, with Collier and Davis out of town, me doing the night shift, I just feel better if there was somebody there for her.
She's 16. I'm sure she can handle being alone. In fact, I'm sure she'd love it. Didn't you at her age?
Yes, but there weren't a bunch of serial killers running around with assault weapons then.
Yes, there were.
Not so many.
Pardon me?
Can I help you?
I hope so. Leland Banks, attorney at law, looking for an attorney here, Lakeisha Reynolds.
Lakeisha Reynolds works here, but she's not an attorney.
She is, according to the inflammatory letter she sent in my client on your letterhead.
What?
I'm here to tell you to stop threatening my client, or you'll have to back it up.
I'm back.
Lakeisha?
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. Then my wild, beautiful bird, you will have flown.
We'll get this cleared up immediately. Tell Mr. Payton that I'll be in touch with him in the next few days.
If we don't, you'll be hearing from me.
Good afternoon.
Can you believe him? What an idiot.
You're calling him an idiot? What the hell were you thinking of?
Renee, Keisha, what's going on?
Saved by the bell.
Nothing much. How you doing?
I'm good. Did you get my message? You got time to grab lunch?
Oh, that was sweet, but I just ate.
Well, then how about tonight, dinner?
That sounds good. Want to meet back here around 7?
Sure. Okay, well, I guess I'll let you two get back to work, huh?
I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you tonight.
Y'all back together. You dropped that white boy, huh?
I trusted you with every detail of my professional life, and this is what you do with it?
Renee, let me explain.
Explain what? There's nothing to explain.
But this wasn't even about me. Please, just listen.
Fine, but you better make it good, because you're about 2 seconds away from being fired.
A teenager came to me from Girls at Risk. They help inner city girls go to college, stay out of trouble. They couldn't afford an attorney.
So you thought you'd lend a hand, break the law for them?
They rent this office space downtown. Their landlord is a slime bag. Rats have taken over their kitchen. I thought I could send a few letters, get them to fix up their space.
Why didn't you come to me? You know I take pro bono cases.
I've been sending them letters since before I started here. I figured he'd back down. I didn't think it'd be
You didn't think. You could be sued for this, not to mention the Bar Association.
What are we gonna do?
We?
Davis left this morning. His history teacher certainly was brave to take 30 uninterested teenagers to the Smithsonian. And Kel's still bugging me about wanting to stay alone. What do you think about that? Yeah, I know. Oh, here she comes right now. All right, honey. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Is that Dad? Can I talk to him?
He had to go. His ride was there. He said he'd call as soon as he gets to the site. But you know, he was a little worried about you staying alone, too.
Come on, Mom. I'm in high school. I babysit. I don't need to be babysat.
How about we compromise? Why don't I get Renee to come check on you this week?
That is no compromise. That is me being babysat. Mom, why don't you trust me?
I do trust you. It's the world I don't trust.
That is such a cop-out. Grapes? No. Cheese? Lime Jello? No way.
Hurry up, you two. You're letting all the cold out.
We can't find anything good to snack on. I want something sweet, like chocolate cake with white icing.
Sorry, we need Mrs. Jackson for that.
Sweet potato pie is sweet. We could go down to Catfish Slim's and get some. Sweet potato pie? Yeah, Slim's has the best in town. Can we go, Daddy?
That pie is good, isn't it?
These are just like downtown stores. Can White shop here? I guess, but I don't think they want to. So this is it, huh? Sure smells good. Sure does. Catfish Slim's is my favorite restaurant. We come here all the time. May I have a large sweet potato pie to go, please? All right.
Now, how you gonna come in my joint and just order some pie? Hey, Hoss, what you know good, man?
Oh, shoot, man. Today just like yesterday. White folks still in the lead. Hey, look, rap call about the donation to the Boys Club.
Give him 500. Well, I know all the pretty ladies in town, so you must be new around here. Grass DeWitt. What's your name, little man, Julie?
Renee Jackson.
Wait a minute, you one of them integrating Jacksons, ain't you? Nice to see you on this part of town. What about you? You got your passport, shorty?
Huh?
What's your name, little bit?
Mary Elizabeth O'Brien.
O'Brien. Well, you hanging with a Jackson, so you got to be cool. So the integrating Jacksons want some pie?
Yes.
Oh, no. No, this one's on me. Solidarity, you know, like Malcolm say, we got to stick together. Take care of each other.
Thanks, Mr. Razzie.
That's for you, little bit. Now, y'all come on back around and see me. I might have something special for you. Besides, I get real mad when friends don't come back and visit.
You're still mad at me, aren't you?
Is this every letter you've sent?
The building changed ownership 6 months ago.
You advised them to stop paying rent? That's a little extreme.
No, it's not. We ought to report him for city code violation.
Do you have any proof that the building isn't up to code?
No, but Renee, he's a jerk. He needs to pay for what he's done. Why don't you want to play hardball with this guy?
Because I'm an attorney, and this hasn't been thought through.
We could sue him for damages to their computers.
That'll tie up his money in legal fees, stop all repairs.
We need to rattle him. Some people don't respond to a subtle hint.
You need to go home.
It's only 3 o'clock. You're firing me, aren't you?
Lakeisha, go home.
You are. You hate me, don't you?
Go home.
Don't sugarcoat it, Renee. Just say it. Go on.
Fine, you're fired.
Fine. I don't need you anyway.
Can you believe her? What else could I do?
Well, you did what I would have done.
Yeah, but it's really left me in a bind.
Well, how can I help?
Find me a new assistant by tomorrow morning.
No problem. Anything else?
Since you're feeling accommodating, I'd love a trip to Maui.
This weekend or next? I'm serious.
Okay, who are you and what have you done with Bill? Don't get me wrong, I like this new Bill.
I'm just happy to be here. And whatever it takes to make it work, I am down for it. Believe me.
Hello? I think I'm gonna let her stay alone. What do you think?
Good, but I can't talk to you right now.
Oh, could you come by and see her later?
Well, I can try, but Bill's over and we're...
Oh, could he come by?
I mean, no. I gotta go. Remember, step out on faith. Give it a try.
I don't think I'm gonna let her stay.
Good luck. Bye.
You know, if you really want to go to Maui, I can get the week off.
Wait a second. Every time I wanted to take a trip, you said we could. Now suddenly you have time and money to go to Maui?
Well, it might be exactly what we need.
Bill, we just can't go running off to the tropics like everything is hunky-dory. I need time to get used to this.
Used to what?
Us. It was really hard for me when you left. I went through a lot. It just doesn't go away now that you're back.
I know. Baby, listen. I'm here. And I'm willing to wait. I'm going to prove that you can trust me again. Okay?
Okay.
You know, since we're talking, this doesn't have anything to do with that guy I saw you with the other day, does it?
You mean Clay?
Yeah, the white guy.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I just didn't know how far it went with you two.
If you're asking me if I slept with him, the answer is no.
Well, yeah. No. What I mean is, do you have feelings for him?
I liked him.
So, you don't want to know if I'd seen anyone else?
Did you?
No. Every time I thought about it, I thought of you.
All right, honey, I gotta go now.
So when's my babysitter coming?
She's not.
Really?
Yeah, I thought about it, and we're gonna give this a try.
Thank you.
All right, that homework better get done, and I'll call and check on you in a little while.
I'll be fine, I promise.
All right. You got my number if you need it?
Yes.
Okay. Lock the door.
Okay.
Hello? Is there anybody in here?
Shut up and don't move. If you look at me or make a sound, I'll put a bullet in your head. You got it? Now get on the ground.
What are you doing here? Get demoted or something?
No, I heard the call from dispatch about Hanover building. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Oh, I'm fine.
Can I get you anything? You gave your statement, didn't you?
For all the good it did, I don't really remember anything, except you took my purse. No cash in it, of course. A few credit cards. I don't think you'll get far on that.
Contact your credit card companies as soon as possible. Now, he has your address and your keys, too. Is anybody home?
Kelly. Kelly, oh my God.
Look, don't worry, all right? We'll send a car to sit on the house until you get there. You might want to stay with Renee tonight.
I just want to get home to Kelly. Can I go? Am I free to leave
Look,
here?
I'm sure she's fine. It's you I'm concerned about. Now, your company might have a counselor that you
I
can
don't
see.
need a counselor. I just need a ride home.
You might want to stay with Renee tonight.
No, really, I'm fine. I could just use a little money. ATM card's gone. I was up half the night canceling credit cards.
I think I only have about $60. How much do you need?
A couple thousand.
Are you gonna go see that counselor?
No, I'm fine. I mean, that whole life flashing before your eyes thing's kind of freaky, but I'm fine.
Hey, Renee.
Hi, Kelly.
Mom, have you seen my gym uniform?
You know, I haven't, but if you did a little laundry, maybe you'd find it.
Ha ha. Did you make anything for lunch?
You know, I didn't. I'm moving kind of slow today.
That's okay. I'll get something at school. Can I have $5?
Yeah. Would you like some breakfast?
No, I'm fine. Wish me luck at my test. I need it.
Good luck. Be careful out there.
Thanks. See you guys.
Bye.
She doesn't know?
I told her I lost my keys at work. She wanted to know why I rang the doorbell at 2 a.m.
Why haven't you told her?
We're here alone. I don't want to scare her.
That's it. You're staying with me.
We're not. We're staying here.
Why?
Because. Don't you remember when that guy was stalking you and you didn't want to give him the power to think that he could run you out of your own house? Well, neither do I. Besides, think what Collier would say.
Wait a minute. You haven't told Collier and me?
Look, he would just quit his job and run here and make me quit mine, and that's not going to help anybody. He'll be back in a couple of weeks. I'll tell him then. The guys are coming in a couple hours to change all the locks. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
I'm worried. Renee Jackson. I'm sorry, I don't have those files with me. Can I get back to you? Thanks. Sorry, I forwarded my calls from the office.
Lakeisha get the boot?
Yeah. Were we that brazen at her age?
Didn't know you then, but I bet you were. Red sneakers.
What?
The guy with the gun had on red sneakers.
Do you remember anything else about him?
No. Just the red sneakers.
Are you Miss Jackson's secretary?
No, I'm Miss Jackson.
Sorry. I'm Gail Townsend, the program coordinator for Girls at Risk. This is Trina. Lakeisha speaks so highly of you. She told me you'd been working with her on our case.
She did?
We're desperately in need of your help.
Miss Townsend, Lakeisha should have told you.
That little troll is kicking us out.
Little troll?
She's nothing but an old, ugly, stingy
We got a
mother...
summons posted on our door this morning. Miss Jackson, we run an after-school program with 40 girls. We've been in the same space for 15 years, since before Lakeisha came through the program.
Lakeisha? She was in Girls at Risk?
Lakeisha's one of our most successful alumni. We're very proud of her.
Lakeisha's cool. She's my mentor. And when I graduate, I want to be a lawyer just like her.
We barely have enough funds to stay open, let alone relocate. We took Lakeisha's advice and we put the rent into an escrow account. Is it too late to pay him?
I have a certified letter for Lakeisha Reynolds.
I'll take it. Excuse me. Thank you. Well, I can try to get an emergency meeting with a judge. See if we can work this out.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll be in touch.
Hey, now come on in.
Decided you couldn't live without me, huh?
This came for you today. It's from the Bar Association.
I have to appear before the disciplinary committee. That slime bag reported me? What does this mean?
Best case scenario, slap on the wrist. Worst case, you can never practice law. Which means you might as well give up law school.
God, what have I done? I didn't think it would get this big.
What did you expect, Lakeisha? Why didn't you tell me you were in Girls at Risk?
Because I wanted to make a good impression. I didn't want you to think less of me.
I wouldn't. I don't.
I just wanted to be a great lawyer.
Well, you'll have one more shot at it when you go before the committee.
Miss Townsend told me about the Girls at Risk meeting. Can I go with you? I started all this because I care about them. I like to see how it ends.
All right. I'll see you later on.
I need help. Renee, quit trying to do everything by yourself.
Is there any change? All right, you can keep it.
When we met this really cool guy, Razzie, he gave us the pot for free.
Reggie DeWitt is a... Listen, Renee, we don't take money or anything else from people like him. You understand me?
Yes, Daddy.
You get back there and pay for that pie.
to speak with the Mr. Razzie DeWitt, please. Have you seen him?
Hey, it's Haas. The governor back there. Yeah, we're telling him two very proper young ladies are here to see him. All right. May I escort you?
Hey, Albert, you want this hand? I'll give you some money to get your mama off the street corner. What you laughing at, Joe? I seen your mama. She got 3 teeth, 1 in the mouth, 2 in the back pocket.
Hey, boss. Here they are.
Well, I'll be John Brown. Y'all back to see me already?
Here, we can't keep this. Emmy. My daddy says we don't take free stuff.
Well, he's just jealous because I make more in a week than he makes in a year. Come here, sir. Hey, Shauna, 3 cherry Cokes over here. Now, you see, there's more than one way to crumble a cracker. See, I'm like Robin Hood. You know, he robbed from the rich, but he gave to the poor. Now, speaking of poor, you two look like you could use a little green, especially you a little bit. You want to make a 10 spot?
Hey, Raz. It's a nice lid you got there, man.
This? Oh, I got this from old Ugly Willie. Poor Willie. He ain't got much use for hash no more.
Yeah, I heard old Ugly Willie owes some cat too much money. Now he's got a little hitch in his get-along.
So, girls, I need somebody real smart to do me a big favor. See, around the corner on 4th and Wabash, there might be a guy with a cane there about 5 o'clock. Now go see if he's there. But don't say nothing to him, because I want to surprise him if he's there. Y'all just come on back around here and tell me. Can you do that? I pay up front when I trust somebody. Now, you girls do this right. There'll be a job worth $50 waiting for you tomorrow. You just call over here and give me the code word, if you're interested.
What's the code word?
A sweet potato pie, of course. That's my lucky dollar a little bit. You hold on to that for me, all right?
Thanks, Raz.
And that'll be our secret. Hey, Manjula, you know how to shoot crap? Play blackjack? Come on, girl, I'll show you the ropes.
You see me playing cards, don't you?
For the 3rd time, my name is Mary Elizabeth Sims. My purse has been stolen with my checkbook in it, and I need to cancel my old checking account and open a new one so that the jackass who stole my purse will not drain what little money there is left in it out of it.
We thought you were upstate.
Yeah, I'll hold. Hello? Hello?
Bet you weren't counting on seeing me again, were you? Why you looking so scared? Smack. Back here to finish what I started. If you move and make a sound, I'll put a bullet in your head. Got it?
Hey, Mom. Hey.
The trick test went okay. Tracy and I are doing a presentation on the Bastille for French class. She's gonna come over later to study. So, do we have any apples?
Huh? Apples?
Is it okay if I call Dad?
Yeah, no, later. Later, honey. So, how, hello? Hello? How was the trick test?
I just said I think it went okay.
Listen, you have any chapstick? I lost mine.
Sure. Did your keys turn up yet?
No, not yet, but I know they will.
Mom, do you need to like lie down or something?
You know, I could really use some sleep. Do you think that you could go over and study with Tracy? Maybe you could spend the night there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
You know it's a school night, right?
Yeah. Better go before I change my mind.
You got it.
Rats? These teenage girls have rats running around the office? Have they always had rats?
Probably. No. Your Honor, Girls at Risk have occupied that building with a stellar tenant record for the last 15 years. They've been a safe, caring environment for hundreds of girls. Since Seymour Payton began managing that building, it's been poorly maintained, and the janitors have been lax at best.
First of all, Your Honor, Miss Jackson's secretary was misleading my client, sending him threatening letters, posing as an attorney at the Jackson firm. And we know Girls at Risk is a great organization, but my client can't keep a tenant that doesn't pay the rent, nor is he required to.
But he is required to keep a habitable building. He hasn't kept up his end of the lease agreement. That's why they've stopped paying him.
My client has consistently made a good faith effort to maintain the building.
How much effort, Mr. Banks?
We have proof that he's gotten estimates on repairs. He sent an exterminator out twice. Now, if the tenants can't keep the offices clean, he can't be held responsible for that.
He's exploiting Girls at Risk by taking their money and not maintaining the premises. Just entering that building is a health hazard.
They haven't paid their rent 3 months.
All right, I get the picture. The two of you should have been able to work this out without me, but since you couldn't, Miss Jackson, advise your client to turn over 75% of the money they've held to Mr. Payton. However, he has exactly 2 weeks from today to repair the plumbing and address the rodent issue. If the matter is not resolved in 2 weeks, which it should be, then we'll go to trial. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Miss Jackson, pleasure. I hope you enjoyed that little taste of legitimate lawyering. Maybe all you get.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good luck with the bar.
Well, where is he? You said he was coming this morning. I've been waiting here all day long. Should I call somebody else? But I'm not paying any after-hours fees because you said that he was coming here today. Well, I don't have a check. I don't have any ID. I don't have anything because my purse was stolen, okay? And I need somebody here to change these locks today, not tomorrow. Thank you. Hello? 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 Who the hell is there?
Hi, this is Renee Jackson. I'm unavailable at the moment, so please leave a message after the tone. Maybe I should just go back to the corporate world. I could use an expense account, paid vacation, and a pool of honest paralegals.
Still worried about Lakeisha?
She's going to be a lawyer. She's to learn the consequences of criminal actions.
Does she have to learn by losing everything she's worked for? Come on, she didn't try to kill you, did she? Haven't you ever done anything stupid?
I never lied about being an attorney, Emmy.
I bet you made a big mistake before, didn't you? And I bet somebody bailed you out, too, didn't they?
I do kind of miss her. She was good. She was also cocky, hard-headed, and a pain in the ass.
Sounds like somebody else I know. Thank you very much. I'm never using your company again. Finally show up to crack of dawn. At least the locks are fixed now.
I wish you'd come stay with me.
No. I've circled the wagons. Kelly's staying at Tracy's. Listen, I gotta go.
I'm worried about you.
I'm fine.
Will you call me if you need me anytime?
Yeah, well. I'll talk to you later, all right?
Thank you very much, Kim.
In other news today, a security guard was shot in an attempted robbery at the McLean building on 10th Avenue. The guard is in critical condition. The suspect remains at large. It was a big day in sports, so I'll pass it over to Terrence Matthews.
Thanks, Jay.
Hello?
A little shakeup in baseball today. College football has a
Hello?
king, and we've got highlights from track and field.
Hello?
But more for me at the bottom of the hour. And here's Stacy with the local weather.
Additional wet weather will develop across the south by tonight as a small storm front moves in from the west.
Listen, if you're the bastard who put a gun to my head, I'm gonna track your ass down and I'm gonna get my M&Ms back. Do you understand me?
Highs today will reach the 70s. Some overcast skies will continue through tomorrow with occasional drizzle. The lows tonight will finish in the upper 50s.
I don't care what she says. She's not okay. It sounds like she had an anxiety attack last night.
Until she's willing to talk about it, there's not much you can do.
I know.
You know, Mom's having everyone over for Sunday dinner. It's our monthly family thing. She'd love to have you.
Well, that sounds great, but Mom and I usually get together on Sunday.
Well, bring her.
I don't know about that. Honey, I hate to rush you out, but I've got a 10 o'clock meeting with a client at the office, and there's no one there.
Why don't you hire a temp?
Because temps come with temp attitude, and right about now, I'd like to do it all myself. Oh, I may have to cancel tomorrow night.
Renee, look, I know you're busy, but it's going to take a commitment from both of us to make this work.
I know. There's just a lot of important things going on right now.
More important than us.
That's not what I meant.
You sure?
I'm just a little crazed. That's all.
All right. Because I'd understand if you were trying to avoid me a little.
I'm not avoiding you. Everything is fine. Now, will you please get out of here so I can get dressed?
Can I help? Couldn't hurt to ask.
I'm real sorry, Miss Lacey, but Miss Jackson isn't here right now. I don't know. I'll tell her. I won't forget. Bye.
You have a second?
A quick one.
Okay, look, I know you probably can't stand me anymore, but please would you come with me to the bar hearing for 10 minutes and tell them how I answered your phones and did paralegal research and that I did a good job working here.
You want me to tell them everything up until...
Yeah, until that.
Sure. What time's the hearing?
4 o'clock. Thanks.
What's your strategy?
What?
Your statement. What do you plan on saying?
Oh, actually, I have it right here. I stayed up all night rewriting, listing my awards, organizing my accomplishments. I think it finally says what I want.
Could I make a suggestion?
Please.
The opening paragraph's very good, but it's missing one thing, a crucial thing.
What?
Remorse, Lakeisha. It's time you showed some remorse if you ever want to practice law in this state. There's not an apology anywhere in this opening statement. They don't care about your trophies. They just care that you regret what you did.
Watch and learn. What should we teach them? Poker, bid whist, or blackjack?
Blackjack. Whist's a little bit too complicated for these two.
I don't think that's such a good idea, Mary Elizabeth. Wouldn't you say they'll be back?
They're at Teresa's pageant run through. That'll take hours. Quit being such a worrywart.
Hey, O'Brien, what would your Uncle Jimmy say if he knew you had a colored gambler in the house?
Shut up, you stupid jerk.
That's the best you can do?
Your mama's so ugly people go as her for Halloween.
That's not funny, you tar baby. Your mama's so dark that the fireflies chase her in the daytime.
Hey, Tully, your mama's missing one finger. She can't count past 9.
She's so old, her birthday's expired.
She's got one short leg. She walks around in circles.
Come on, guys. Let's just play cards before we get busted, all right?
Fine, Collier. I'll front you $2 to start gambling with. Tully, I'll front you 50 cents.
Hey, no fair. Besides, where'd you get that money anyway? You steal it?
We found it. Saved it.
No way, Mary Elizabeth. You saved that much money.
Let's just play, okay? Hit me, Renee.
Sure, thanks.
told Tully $28. I can barely get $1 to mop the floor. What a jip.
If I take out the trash, I'll get my allowance on Friday, 50 cents.
Give me a break.
What are we gonna do?
It's only one thing we can do. Legit jobs don't pay good enough. We gotta take that second gig Raz offered us.
Are you sure, Renee? $50 is a ton of money. But I don't know, he was starting to scare me a little.
Come on, Amy. Tully's gonna snitch if we don't pay him. And we ain't got doodah.
What?
We're broke. We gotta do it. You know how long $50 will last us? We can pay Tully off and still have plenty left over.
But if we do this job, what if we have to, like, kill somebody next?
Oh, Emmy, you're being ridiculous. He doesn't kill people. You don't have a choice.
All right, let's call Razzie. It's time for Operation Sweet Potato Pie.
What's the worst that could happen?
I deeply regret what I've done. The law is sacred to me. I did not intend to dishonor it. I hope that one day my reputation will be a fraction as good as Renee Jackson's. I realize that if I am to be an asset to the legal community, as she is, I must not let my enthusiasm lead to irresponsible behavior. If I do, I would be unable to help those who truly need it the most.
If you'd like, Miss Reynolds, we will now hear from your character witness.
The Alabama Bar Association wants members who are dedicated, honest, caring people who fight for those who otherwise would not have a voice. There aren't enough lawyers out there who actually do that. Lakeisha Reynolds will do that. Yes, she made a mistake. Passionate people sometimes do. I certainly have. And though I don't condone her actions, after careful review, I certainly understand them. Should she have known better? Of course. But it is my belief that she has seen the error of her ways. Given the opportunity, Lakeisha Reynolds promises to be a formidable attorney. She has a sharp mind and an open heart. Mr. Chairman, I would be proud to have her by my side in a court of law.
Thank you for your words, Ms. Jackson. Ms. Reynolds, the committee will take this under consideration and will notify you of our decision.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Should?
Sure,
I almost killed you. I almost killed you.
What's going on here?
I got mugged. I got mugged at work. This guy, he almost stepped on my hand with his boot, and he took my purse, and he took my keys, and he took everything. And then I couldn't leave Kelly here by herself alone. I couldn't do this. This guy smelled like pot. He smelled like pot and cough syrup. And then I tried to get the locksmith, and he wouldn't come, and he wouldn't come, and I waited, and he wouldn't come. I was so scared.
Jackson Law Office. Oh, hey, Bill, I was just about to call you. I can't have dinner with you. I go to trial in 3 days, and I'm not ready. I know it's short notice. Thank you. I'll call you later. Bye.
Hey, I got the bar's decision today.
And?
Probation. I have to wait 2 years after graduation before I can take the bar exam.
That's great. Well, not the 2 years.
I know, compared to what it could have been. I guess they figured if you could say good things about me, I must not be all bad.
You represented yourself very well.
I realize I never told you how sorry I am for what I did. And I wanted to thank you. What you said about me at the bar hearing was... I just hope I can live up to those words someday.
You will. Pay your dues, work hard, stay out of trouble, you'll be fine.
Oh. Jackson Law Offices, may I help you? One moment, please. It's Mrs. Lacey. I'm sorry, Mrs. Lacey, but I don't see her right now. Sure. He still won't say where he hid the money. You're hiding the cat until he confesses. Okay. Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
So no temp yet, huh?
Nope.
You know, temps come with the temp attitude. You should get someone permanent as soon as you can.
You're right. I should.
Well, you take care now. I'll stop by every now and then and see how you're doing.
You do that.
Well, bye.
Bye. Lakeisha.
Oh, please, 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 Renee, please, can I have my job back? Please, please, please. I'm a whole new woman. I have changed. I have seen the light. Please, you'll never regret it, not one day, please.
If I do this, you ain't seen probation like the probation you're gonna be on with me.
I won't let you down, I promise. Trust me, from now on, it's all good.
Yeah, well, it better be all good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks to Mr. Razzie Wet, I'm gonna get a new toolkit. I'm gonna get a new Frankie Lyman poster.
You're right, officer. A life of crime can only lead to one thing.
Oh my God, that's Razzie. I think he's dead. What happened? I don't know. Maybe I should have let him keep his lucky dollar. He was so cool. Yeah, I thought everybody liked him.
You know what this means, don't you?
We might be next.
No! That Fink Tully will rat us out if we don't get him his money. Daddy, how much money do you make in a year?
What would make you ask that?
I'm just wondering, you know, if I decide to be a lawyer, how much should I make?
Well, if you do become a lawyer, I hope the world's a better place by then. But I make enough to take care of everything we need, and I'm sure you will too. You missed a spot.
Bill?
Since you didn't have time for Molinos, Molinos made time for you. Surprised? I bribed Joe into letting me in. You love this place, right? I know it's a little bit elaborate, but for you, baby, for you, you're worth it. So, what do you think?
It's beautiful.
I made reservations, but when you canceled dinner, I thought, why let perfectly good reservations go to waste? It's great, huh?
Yeah.
Sir? Bill?
We can't do this.
Don't worry about it. I can spring for one good surprise, can't I?
No, Bill, I mean this. Us. We can't do this.
What? What? Renee? What?
You were right. I guess I have been avoiding you.
Do you mind? What are you talking about? What's wrong?
I don't know how to go back.
Oh, Renee, don't do this.
Baby, I wanted this to work, but too much has happened between us. I don't know how to get past it, and I'm not sure I want to.
What is this? What, payback? You know, I dump you, so you string me along and dump me back. Is that what this is?
No.
Renee, I love you.
And I love you. But that just isn't enough.
Well, this is just because you're hurt. You just need time to get over what happened, that's all.
This doesn't have anything to do with time. We don't belong together.
I don't believe that.
I know. But it's true.
Well, thank you for making me dinner. Y'all don't have to pamper me like this.
Sure we do. You've been through hell, Shug.
Well, I'm not the only one.
How come you didn't tell us what happened?
Well, Part of me felt like there wasn't anything you could do, and the other part of me felt bad that I'd gotten myself into that situation in the first place.
Why? I mean, it wasn't your fault you were mugged.
Your mother and I are making a few changes. We're going to be around here a lot more often.
Your dad is not going to work out of town anymore, and I'm switching to the day shift.
You're not doing that for me and Davis, are you? Because we can take care of ourselves.
Careful, Kel. She could be armed. Hello? Hello? Who is this?
Kelly, it's for you.
He's been trying to get a hold of you for days.
Don't relax yet. It's only Friday. You feeling better?
Yeah. I made an appointment with that counselor, too. I reckon there's one or two things I could talk about.
Good. I guess I should have told you I called Carly, but I didn't think you were going to try to blow his head off.
I was mad at first, but then I was glad to have him home. Thank you.
Hey, it's my job to worry about the men in your life.
How was dinner with Bill? Did you have fun?
No, we're finished.
Huh? Again?
This is it. I mean, here this guy did the most romantic thing anyone has ever done for me, and I just felt numb. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel anything.
How you feel now?
Hungry.